My vision for next week, how good can we get next week from beginning of the week to the end of the week? Because we need to take a big jump as a football team, not making the same mistakes over and over and over, listen to the coaches correcting things over and over and over. Okay, everything you do does what? It sends a message. Okay, and your job, every single one of you, is to send the right message to me. I got your back as long as I know you're laying it on the line every day. You show up, you're ready to compete, you're a great teammate, all right, and you believe in what we ask you to do and how we do what we do. It's not very complicated. Are we gonna be about it, or are we gonna talk about it? Are we gonna be about it or talk about it? This is a game of doing. I told you in the team meeting room, the law of reaping and sowing is real. You reap what you sow. You're either developing elite habits or you're not. If you practice like this, you're gonna come out here and play like that. If you practice like this, that's how you're gonna play. No corner cutting.
You know, it's just, I've always admired and respected this program. You know, over the course of my pro football career, a number of teammates coming from Oklahoma, and, you know, all of them were the right type of teammates, the right type of people, and phenomenal football players that love the game. And so that's what I wanted to be a part of. I wanted to go coach ball, pour into them, all the things I just said. I think what a great opportunity and platform for me to be able to do it here.
Ball. Ball, they're coming for it. No turnovers. Ball, tuck it, tuck it. Turning to me. Ball. Catch, tuck. Protect the rock. Hopes and dreams in your hands. Ball.
With Witten, you know, obviously you play the game for 17 years. There's just so much stuff you know that no one else could ever tell you. You know, whether that's just little things like pulling them belly to belly or like bending elbows, whatever. But he's very intense, you know, and he demands perfection out of the room. And he kind of just says, like, you're not just competing against the tight end room you play, you're competing against the receivers, you're competing against the running backs. Like, we don't need to be taken off the field, you know, and but every little thing is going to dictate how that happens. You know, it's up to us learning the playbook, running better routes. You know, it's just everything's being evaluated, and he takes that intensity in the room every day.
Sit. Better, Hayden. Good, 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 good. Nice job. Nice job.
I was actually at my grandma's house when the news broke, and she lives about 10 minutes from AT&T Stadium, and I got a call from this random number, and it's Witten. I'm just like, wow, man, like, man, that's a guy you just want to prove right, you know, believing in you, go out and play for him. But yeah, it was a starstruck moment. But you know, the kind of fan thing kind of sizzled down when he kind of ripped into me in practice. You know, and it's like, okay, this is my coach too. You know, it's like he's just not just Jason Witten. You know.
So you get a little bit of split, he'll widen out a little bit. All right, when he's in that 2 point, you know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
He's just reading you. You go out, he's going out. All right. He goes there, you go down, he's gonna go down. So I think if you give it a little bit of split, but I like the movement.
Yeah. You're watching the standard of a tight end right there. Like, you're watching the best of the best show you what to do. So you better pay attention, and you better do it to the best of your ability, you know?
Great environment, loud, people care about it, the history, the tradition here. So, you know, I think if I put all that together, that's kind of what I saw. And then, you know, they do, you know, a lot on defense. You know, it's simple for the kids, but it's a lot for the opponents. And he's done that his whole career. You know, he can make very difficult and different looks look the same for teaching. And I think that's important. That good teachers can make something complex very simple for anybody to learn. And I think he's the best in the business with that, if you look at his track record. I was a 7th grade teacher in Joshua. My mom was a teacher. She was doing English, dyslexia English. So I just think the teaching background of trying to figure out how kids learn. Not every kid learns the same way. Just trying to focus on how they learn, and you know, maybe you change your method. Maybe a guy's a walkthrough guy. Maybe a guy's like to see it on film. Some guys like to have a voiceover for them. Just trying to find which media and what avenue allows the guy to play fast. So I think that's definitely big on my part of just trying to be a good coach, just trying to meet kids where they're at. You can also bring kids up, but I think you also got to meet them where they're at and allow them to grow. We're very versatile. We got a lot of different body types in the room. Guys are smart, they are tough, they're physical. And, in this defense, you have to do a lot at corners, not just do one technique the whole time. So I'm excited that the guys are well versed. We'll continue to work on their bag, that they can work on game day, being able to use different techniques to execute the calls and play at a fast level. To me, that's the most exciting thing about the room, because they're more than capable. I got to do a good job of holding them accountable. They do a good job of holding me accountable, and we're working together in a partnership to make sure the product on Saturdays is what the fans, what they want and they desire here. The game has not changed, and people think it has, but I think you have to teach, and you have to educate, and you have to be able to get something complex and break it down so guys can be very sure of themselves when they get out there on the field. So I think great teachers can take something complex and make it very simple. So I just want to be an elite teacher. I want to be consistent. That's kind of my focus and my process each day as a coach. Just how can I take the information, kind of break it down and make it in the simplest form to allow my guys to play fast, at practice, and then if they're playing fast in practice, they'll play fast on Saturdays. When you get to these blue blood programs that have the history that it has, and it's not set on the old things that they're doing, they're always trying to elevate and move forward in everything they do. I think that challenges you as a coach and as a person. It makes you always want to find ways to get better, trying to find a little nugget every day to get better as a coach so you can make your players better. I think the challenge of this league, it's a one-score, one-possession league. The game is small margin of victory, and it's a small margin for error too. So you just got to make sure you're locked in every day. I think that's the pressure of OU, because everybody says the best is the standard, and that's definitely the mojo here and the culture here at OU.